Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Vintage Story. It's one of peace, of quiet, of random temporal storms. Yes, this is what I got in my notifications. So it's likely that I'm going to end up having some kind of temporal storm. It said a light temporal storm may happen while this is going on here today. So that's a thing. I figured there are two things I need to work on. One is going to be farming. I really need to set up something more organized than just this mass of berries. The other being a way of prolonging what I have better than just the underground storage. Yes, I am aware of the cellar mechanic. I'll probably show that off once I've got a better house than my little hay hut. But for now, know that I'm going to be looking into making myself a cooking pot. That's right, a cooking pot and some bowls. Now, I already have a bowl somewhere. Is it sitting outside? It might be outside. I think it's outside. Well, let's leave the door open, why not? I've got so much stuff now, it's ridiculous. I am a big hoarder. I've got lots of wood, so we can make lots of fences. I don't think I actually have a regular old bowl. I must have used them all for making lights, like the animal fat lights. So, I think what I'm going to do is grab a bit of... Ooh, I don't have much clay. I'm going to go harvest a bit of clay. Over at the usual harvesting area here. Might as well grab some of these while I'm at it, because I want to constantly keep on stocking these up for some kind of compost. Oh, hello, little guy. Now let's go over here where you're less likely to come and hurt me. Yeah, look at you trying to get through the water. You silly little thing, you. So anyway, I'm going to go get a bunch of clay, and I'll be back in a minute. And if this happens to you where you killed a drifter and it's in something, don't forget you can push corpses a bit. Just kind of like mash into their hitbox and you should be good. There we go. I've got a little bit of stuff cooking up. I've got a whole bunch more clay going on here. Let's close all those out. I got a stack of fire clay. I didn't want to demolish the entire landscape. I just grabbed enough to last for now. I do have a bunch of berries that I gathered along the way. My food stores are actually getting pretty high up there, and I think I would like to actually store some for the future in a potential cellar. But first, I need to make a pot, a cooking pot. And this is something I probably should have made really early on, now that I realize how amazing it is, a clay pot as it is. You could make multiples of these if you want, and, you know, store them with, what was it, not the crucibles, is it the clay pot? I've got a bunch of them upstairs. Oh, the raw crocks. You can store meals that you've cooked in the pots in crocks. Then you can also seal them with animal wax, and you can bury them underground, and they'll last tremendously long times, which is really beneficial if you're on a server that's always on, and you've got more food than you can carry on your person. So, therefore, let's start off with just a single pot. I mean, it should be pretty... straightforward. And if I haven't said it before, you know how when I'm trying to cut things off, if you hold Alt, here actually let me hold G and then press and hold Alt, you'll notice now I move my mouse cursor around and it just eliminates things. And you can hold your button down just to spam it. Same as before with building things. And I'll be back once this is done. And there we go, I now have a pot that I can put in here and start cooking up. Let's put that in here. I don't have much for firewood in there, actually. Do I have any regular firewood? I mean, I know I've got lots of boards. Should I turn everything into boards? I may have. I've got a bunch of these maple boards. I'm going to take some of these and put them in my inventory and use these to burn up, because I know that these will still work. Because my sticks are actually running a bit low and I don't want to use all those up. Is this medium? That is medium fertility soil. Where do I have all my soil at? See, I'm getting like totally mixed up. This is another reason why I really need to make myself a bigger base than this just little putt-putt of a hut that I've got. Maybe I'll turn this into like a smithing hut or something, or I'll just flatten it in favor of a whole bunch of farms. But for now, I still haven't seen that temporal storm yet, but it should be here relatively soon. This should be almost done. Cool. In the meantime, like I said, I'm going to make myself a bit of bowls. In fact, I'm probably going to make... I'll probably make 4, a set of 4. So I'll be back once that's done. Alright, so I have more bowls cooking. I have 1 in my hand. I also have a clay pot. Now, often people will speed up production by making more fire pits. In this case, I'm not going to. I'm actually just going to take out some ingredients from my cooking pot. Hopefully this will finish at least 1 more bowl before I'm done. So you can combine different foods and stuff. Now I've got some flax grain. You can actually use and make a quern, which I think it's spelled Q-U-E-R-N. Yeah, there you go. You've got your different types. I don't know what kinds of stone I have, if any. Wait, I've got a stone box out here. There we go, stone. What do I have? I have granite cobblestone. I don't have much of anything else. Stone path. And I found out, yeah, you guys told me that bony soil doesn't have anything at this time. It might in the future, though. Light temporal storm is imminent. Oh boy. Yeah, boy. Good thing is that even with the door closed, I can still access some of these inventories if I'm close enough. If I walk too far away, though, they close. So I do have to, like, open and retry again. So hopefully these are good enough. I think what I can do here, just to make things a little bit easier. Here, I'm going to close this out. I have a mod installed. If I sneak right-click, this is a mod by CopyGirl, and I can move this chest around by picking it up. It's just like Carry On, and then sneak, right-click, and you place it. You can also put it on your back, though it's best usually if it's something lightweight like a basket. Otherwise, you're going to slow down a lot. And that's just to make sure that the mobs aren't going to be able to get too close to me right now. Let's put this down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That is the temporal storm. It is here. Because I don't want them being able to jump up here too easily. So I'm going to grab this chest, put it over here too. There we go. And then they shouldn't be able to get to me too easily. Though I do expect a lot of baddies to show up. This is kind of like a rusty world. Look at the sky and the shakiness of everything going on. It's pretty crazy. What happens is it starts spawning in lots of bad guys. There we go. You just came out of nowhere. They're showing up. They can spawn very close to you. Very close. And in fact, I think that they ignore light levels and stuff like that. I don't even know. They can even spawn in your own house if you're not prepared for it. I mean, my house is currently not made of stone not made of any kind of slabs for the bottom, which is a non-spawning surface. But yeah, staying up high during these kind of events is usually a pretty good idea. Yeah, see, your temporal stability is just kind of like all snafu. While they're running around out there, I'm going to look into trying to, I don't know, maybe fix things a bit. So let's put this clay pot in here. And we're going to try putting in some different things. I've got some flax grain. We're going to put a couple in here, and then we're going to put some berries. And it should be able to make a bunch of these things. You can actually combine this stuff. There we go. There we go. We'll create 4 servings of flax porridge with mashed cranberries. Mmm, yummy. By themselves, the cranberries have, what, 60 saturation? And the spelt grain has 30. So you'd think, you know, you add a couple of grains together, that's like another 60. So you get 180 saturation total by eating 4, like 2 of these. Instead, you get a lot more from this. And in fact, I should get 4 servings worth, or 4 bowls. And rather than go outside and start fighting guys, I'm going to want to get some food going first. I hear them. You can kind of see them through the cracks sometimes wandering by. And I don't see any at the moment. Oh, there's some way out there. They're going to be everywhere, and there's going to be some really dangerous ones too. Probably like the ones that we saw down in the deep section. I hope that they don't spawn on the roof. That would really mess my day up. Yeah. And I'm almost starved to death. Let's just go back inside for a moment. Is this done? Oh, look at that! Look at that, it's beautiful! Alright, so let's take this off and put it on my hotbar. And you can place it down, and this is another mod that I have, a HUD mod that allows you to see where things are going to be placed, as well as it shows you a death spawn point. So if you die, you can see where your person died. You can put that down, pot of cooked food, and it'll last for some time like that. You can then put it in like those crocks that I have up there, but for now I think I'm just going to end up using it. So you just right click with one of these. Actually, here, let's close all that. Just right click with a bowl and you get a serving, and which is 4 of those. And if you look at this, it says it is 240 saturation and 180 saturation. That's really good. Let's see how much this will heal. Oops, I gotta eat the whole thing, don't I? Instead of like letting go. There we go. That was nice. That's like 4 of those. Oops, I just picked it up instead of putting it back down. And the bowl goes back in here. So let's actually just grab one of these. 2, 3. See, you can stack them. You can take them with you. They should last a while. It actually doesn't... Oh, it says perishable, but it doesn't say how long. So for now, though, I'm going to eat 2 more of these. Oh, that's really good. I might hang on to the 3rd one. And in fact, I might pick this up and do this. And I recommend if you find you'll find ways of combining things together. Excuse me. Usually, like vegetables and meats, grains and fruits are usually a good combo. But in this case, I really couldn't tell you, expert advice for these things. Let's put this here. Temporal storm seems to be waning. Is it over already? That's pretty crazy. Can I like run around over here? This is a really creepy look. Oh my gosh. Can we just like... You can take pictures with F12, by the way. It's pretty nice. I don't see any... Oh, there's one. Hi. It's a really good chance for you to get like those cogs, though. So you can always just collect these guys later. I hear them, but I don't see them. I wonder if I have like an underground cave near me. And they're spawning down there instead of up here. It's so weird. Especially when you've got like the sounds going on in the background of the whoa. I think that what usually happens is I go to like inspect one of these guys, and that's when I get hit from behind. Oh no, it's finished. Temporal storm is over. And it's almost nighttime. What a perfect time. So those will happen from time to time. They can be really bad, or they can be really good, depending upon what you guys have going on in your area. If I was back at my old base, oh, I don't even want to think about that. That would have been pretty bad. That would have been pretty bad. But let's take some of these boards. Actually, I don't want to cook this yet. Let's make something else. We're going to take some of the older meat. Because this stuff here will last 8.5 days. This will go 6.5. So let's do 1 here, 4 there, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll try some of these carrots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should work, provided that you have some stuff to cook it with. So let's put this in here. And then I just need to relight it because it since has gone out. Sometimes it'll automatically relight if it hasn't been too long. Yeah, you can see where the torch is. This HUD, it might be a little bit awkward at times, seeing these weird ghost shapes if you're holding something, but it really works good for slabs when you're trying to place those and you don't know which direction they're going to be placing in. It can be very awkward. Oh. Still, I do feel much better about this. I'll put this entire next one into a crock, I think. In fact, I've got several up here, and then we can maybe bury these. I've got some cobblestone. I was thinking maybe we could do that. Make a little tunnel going down over there. In fact, do I have any pick left on this? No, I don't. Let's go over here. Can't even remember what I have in these things anymore. There's my other pick. I swear I just made another one, or did I? Oh, I do have another one. I've got another pick. So I'll just use this one up. I was thinking of making a spot here. Let's put this up under there for now. So that I could like mine down into a mine here. Or at least, I don't know, maybe this will go into a cellar area. I was kind of thinking of building a house up on this ledge and having like some really cool stairs coming down to the this like farming land down here that's going to be surrounded by fencing and stuff. But for now, I'm just going to mine my way down here. Maybe I can make a side temporary spot for some kind of like food storage. Oh, look at that! We've got olivine, which I need bronze to break. How do I make bronze? Okay. Bronze is made just... Oh, tin bronze. I can make tin bronze. But I need tin for that. I have yet to find tin. And I hear bad guys coming. I need to get out of this pit, because they're just going to come and swarm me down in here. That's a bad idea. Anyway, that's good to know. That I will need... It's just a little dead animal there. That I will need some kind of tool improvement in order to mine the higher tier stuff. I thought I heard them. Maybe they're up above. Either way, I'm just going to gather all the rest of this stuff. And then we can make a temporary spot. I think here. We'll make a little spot that we can go in that's all olivine. This is terrible. Maybe I can make some shelves. Small temporary storage. They're going to come down here and find me, and they're going to wreck me. And it's not going to be good. I'll get a shelf, I think? Or am I hearing them down below further? Maybe I am near a tunnel. That's where they've been this whole time. Because I have heard lots of, like, groaning somewhere nearby this area. Huh. Alright. Well, once again, be back once I've got some stuff hooked up. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just take a bunch of... By sneak clicking, you can take... Is it sneak clicking? Or is it control click? Yeah, control click, you can take large quantities of boards at a time. Though... There we go. I'm getting some of it, just not a ton of it. I'm going to need these boards because I'm going to start crafting some stuff. I think there's shelves. Shelf. Yeah. Oh, that's simple enough. All right, so let's try taking some of these. I'm going to want a whole bunch. Well, I guess I'm getting 5. And we can continue getting... Actually, I've got some boards in here, I think. Yeah. Oh, these are maple ones. I was burning those ones because that was my off-color one that I have, not expecting it to be there. But I was thinking we could probably take some of these boards. There we go. And make another set. Perfect. Now I have 6 of these. And I can put them on the walls in there, and then I can put the crocs on those. Come on, get up here. There we go. Let's switch this out to a different spot. And I can take these as well. Put that in here. And I think if I put this down in here, I also will need a door. I don't think I have enough for a door. Because I don't... You know, I might as well put this down here. I'm getting all switched around. But you can see here we've got like a pantry going on. Let's put some here, here. We can have this little storage area. It's pretty nice. I am going to want to use one of those bowls, I think, with a little bit of animal fat to make a light in there. I think that would be nice. In fact, I'm going to want something to light up the halls as well, so I might just use up several of those. That did not burn at all, did it? That's not gonna work. If I put this in here, was that not a valid recipe? Is that what this is telling me? If I light it, it is, come on, roll off of there. It is not a valid recipe. All right, let's try some different meat then. Can I, oh gosh, what just happened? I just got my pot back completely. All right, I wasn't anticipating that. Let's put the pot back. Let's try some different meats. Let's try some red meat. Oh, better yet, let's try putting one more of these in here. See, that's not doing anything. Maybe it's because it's red meat and not raw meat. Maybe it needs to be raw. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Well, let's just toss a bunch of those in there, and then we can take some of this spelt grain and fill that up. There we go. We'll create 6 servings of spelt porridge. Wow, 6. I'm actually rather impressed with that. didn't know that it would do that much. With mashed cranberries. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So we're going to work with that. Maybe I need to not cook the meat. And it goes in here. I also understand you can probably take like some water and make a soup. I hadn't even thought about that. But I need to make a door first. So let's do that. Yes, you can bury the entire thing if you want, but I think instead I'm going to be crafting something so that I can access that place. There we go. A door. Perfect. Put that down. And then I can take the extra... Is this just stones? These are just stones. Bowls. Because I thought that I had... Oh, I do have 4. There's one with a meal in it. It's actually... I'll eat that in a minute. Let's take these ones with the animal fat. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 of those. I don't know why I'm like creating so many stacks of this. And then I can put those in combination with this and make some lights. Cool. That's going to be another moment, but then I think we'll be good. There we go. Pot of cooked food, and I still have a bone in my inventory. Get out of my inventory. And then I can place this down. I need to get a crock in my hand. And then is it just right? Is it sneak right? No, it's not. Maybe I put the crock down. Pick this up. Cannot place a block. It requires a solid ground. I can't seem to mix them. What is going on? Do I need to do it individually? I'm a little confused because I haven't actually done this yet. There's nothing in the fired crock. There is food in the fired crock. It worked already. It has 4 servings in it. This has 2. Okay. So then if I take a little bit of... There we go. This animal fat plus that. This should last for quite a while. And then I've got this. 4 servings of spelt porridge with mashed cranberries. Sealed. Preserved. Should last for quite some time. I don't know why it doesn't say how long, but it should work. So let's try taking out some of these guys on the way to the new little underground mine entrance, I guess, for lack of a better description, and the underground cellar. There we go. You just stay there. I don't see anything else over here. Need to put some better lights up. Let's put these in place there. Put one down. No, actually, I'm going to want to take that one back. Put it here. We can put this on one of the shelves, right? There we go. Just like that. Shelf. Spelt, and it even says what it is. Spelt porridge with mashed cranberries. It's great. So then we can have some storage like that. Cool. I don't know that that's actually going to help much, but you guys can let me know if that'll help. I do want to have an access to it. People have told me I need to like seal it up. That's great, but I think for now I'm going to go with that. Give me this light source back. Why it generates more light when it's not placed, I don't know. I just don't know. But we're going to put that one down too. There we go. See, if I throw a torch down, it's relatively bright. It's like I'm holding it, but it so I guess that's a thing. But at least it's bright enough that you can see your way down there now. Kind of nice. I did not anticipate running into olivine. I'm gonna need to get some kind of bronze stuff. Maybe I'll just start digging down a different spot. Okay, so looking at this one, it's got even more grain in there. Fresh for 3.9 days, and it's got 180 saturation for the fruit and 480 for the grain. This is great. So if I store up a bunch of this stuff, or I save some ingredients for making something along those lines. Mushrooms. See, these are already cooked. I don't think that I can actually do anything with the cooked meat now. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. I'm a noob to cooking in Vintage Story, but at least I know that this stuff is very doable now. And this is something you can make early on. Oh, there's a guy. Hello. Do you have any cogs? And here we are, a fresh new day. Just got up out of bed. And we've got some wolves over here. Ha ha ha. Yay, let's have some breakfast. I'm at what, 5 and a bit food. Or hunger saturation. Wow. Okay, that was really good. That's really good. I recommend cooking, people. It's so worthwhile. So I'm going to continue on working on this, but this is the couple that keeps on howling at me at night. Might be a good idea to actually lure them into the water and try and get them from there. I don't have a lot of durability left on this. I got 28. I've got 21 arrows. I could probably take them out if I lure them in the water. I don't know if you guys have seen. The best way to survive a wolf attack is don't go near any wolves. But the other way is to try and lure them into water, because they're less mobile than you are. In this case, I'm just using a bow because I don't want to get too close. And you can go sideways. Oh. Hey, got one. All right, cool. So let me go down and get this. I don't think that you can actually drown right now. Somebody in the comments was saying that there is no breathing mechanic installed just yet, but there isn't a lot of content under the water at the moment either. So let's try seeing about getting this one's attention. Oh, there we go. I will shoot you. You're getting a little close there. Why aren't you turning around? Gosh. Gotcha. Okay, nice. All right, that'll be worth some extra food for me. Whew. As well as extra pelts and such like that. Oh, and animal fat. Let's try taking some of this. I don't think I need these stones. But I do need the arrows. Hey, you know, this is my opportunity to actually try cooking some of this stuff with some raw meat, now that I think about it. Because I wasn't actually thinking about it. Let me take some of this, eat it. It should... Wow, how many of those do I have? Did I get like 3 of them or something? There we go. Maybe there was a little bit of lag there, but either way, because I thought there was only one more meal in there, I can pick this up, put it back in the fire, and we can toss in a bunch of the raw meat. There we go. And then we can toss in a bunch of carrots. Maybe, I guess. I think I've got a little too many here. Let's take these back out, and maybe that'll work. I don't know. Let's get some fuel in there, a little bit of peat. And then I need to light it again. It should actually, I think it's not going to work unless it says that it's going to make something specific. Yeah, it's not going to work. So, I need to put something else in there. Apparently this bushmeat is just not going to cut it. So I was hoping to grow pine trees so that I could get some resin for leatherworking, but it turns out that's not a mechanic right now. It's only natural world spawning. So if you find any, don't break the tree, mark it on your map, save it for later. I broke up my cattails here. I'm thinking I'm going to drop down some soil, and we're just going to fill all this in. And then I'm going to start making myself a much bigger farm area. So I'll be back once I've got something a little bit more organized. Alright, so just a brief thing to show something off for the mod that I currently have. My inventory is pretty much full except for this hand, which if I go over to it and I sneak right click to pick up the basket, just like carry on, and then I sneak right click in the air, I have now placed it on my back. I now have like this extra backpack space. But the problem here is my movement speed is now like 75% of what it was. You can still run, and you know, but it's not going to be quite so easy. If you want to take it back off, sneak right click, comes back into your empty hand, and then you can sneak right click to place it again. It's just like that. It's pretty cool. So it's a nice way of getting a little bit extra storage and allow you to move some things. You can also carry a chest and stuff, but the bigger the box, the heavier it is. And it's not going to work with everything, obviously. But you can also do this with an anvil. So, hui, and you're moving really slow to get this thing moved where you need it to be. But then it's a little more immersive with how it needs to be moved. I like it. I like it a lot. It's by Copy Girl, who is a very active person in the community of Vintage Story. So now, let's get tilling. There we go. We've got our first little farm plot going on here, which I replaced all the soil that was low fertility with high fertility. So hopefully that should help. I was thinking I'll place another plot out here, but I'm going to need to expand that considerably in order to do so. But for now, I'm going to need some fences and to empty out a bit of my inventory. So forgive me while I clean things up. Alright, there we go. So I now currently have some fencing that I can work with. Oh, it's nice. It actually shows you how it's going to look. That's kind of cool. And then I have some fence gates as well, which, you know, they're relatively easy to make. I mean, once you get the saw, because you just take some sticks and some planks. Which, if you don't have sticks, you of course need to just get some shears and get all the goods that way. But this, why did that? What? I don't get it. Why did that just do that? That looks really wonky. Oh, because I placed a fence instead of the gate. Okay. And then that should do this. And this will keep the rabbits out for now. And I can put some trenches and other things like that around maybe. I don't know if I'm going to do that. But either way, this should keep any kind of animals from getting into my food. Actually, I didn't want to put that there at all. I wanted to keep this one open. Because I don't know that you can... Yeah, you can't climb over it. So let's just put down a gate here. And it'll automatically connect. And then we can go in, and uh-oh, I did not want to do that. We can harvest things this way. And it is now relatively safe, because I don't think that the animals will be able to jump from here too easily to get inside. But either way, it is one plot of 3 that I have in mind. I plan on putting another one here, and I hope to have another one over here, and I'll probably chop down these trees and move them away. So that I have 3 plots all next to each other, and I can rotate them through, and therefore they can all gain all the benefits of having the different minerals or whatever, you know, in the soil itself. So I'll be back once I've got all this squared away, literally, with both of these farming plots on either side of this central one.